corruption scandal among highway officials. 2 highway officials in charge of weighing stations and an accomplice have been arrested and charged with demanding and receiving bribes from the operators of overloaded trucks. Officers from the Counter-Corruption Division, CCD, and the National Anti-Corruption Commission, NACC, made the arrests during a series of raids on Tuesday morning. The raids focused on 11 locations in 7 provinces: Ayutthaya, Chayaphum, Phetchabun, Nakhon Pathom, Chonburi, Chiang Mai, and Bangkok. Those taken into custody include Napadon Sainai, 57, head of the Ubon Ratchathani weighing station, Anat Kamcham, 59, head of the Dan Kun Thot weighing station in Nakhon Ratchasima, and Thongchai Temphum, 38, a civilian who allegedly acted as a middleman. Pol Maj Gen Jarunkiat Pankha, Deputy Commissioner of the Central Investigation Bureau, CIB, stated that Mr. Napadon was also the head of the Spot Check Special Unit under the Department of Highways. They were named in arrest warrants issued by the Criminal Court for Corruption and Misconduct Cases Region 3, facing charges of malfeasance in office, accepting bribes as state officials, and dereliction of duty. Authorities also summoned Prathan Phokarat, 39, the owner of a bank account into which the bribe payments were allegedly deposited. He faces similar charges. The arrests followed complaints filed last year by a group of truck and crane operators accusing highway officials and civilian accomplices of demanding bribes. The investigation was ordered by then Prime Minister Sretha Thavisin, leading to the arrests on Tuesday morning. Mr. Napadon and Mr. Anak allegedly demanded money from overloaded truck operators, with Mr. Thongchai negotiating the bribes, according to the CIB deputy chief. At least 30 truck operators in the Northeast, Central Plains, and Lower North regions are said to have paid bribes to the suspects for several years. Over 3 million baht in bribe money passed through a mule bank account opened by Mr. Prathan and was transferred to the senior officials involved, Pol Maj Gen Jarunkiat stated. An extended investigation revealed that about 126.46 million baht, believed to be bribe money, had passed through a bank account belonging to Mr. Thongchai, one of the suspects, since 2015. Further investigations into Mr. Anak's financial transactions shed more light on bribe-taking from truck operators, revealing that each operator had transferred approximately 5,000 to 100,000 baht per month to his bank account from 2020 to 2023, totaling about 11.46 million baht. Methanol Moonshine Crisis in Bangkok. Another person has died after drinking methanol-laced moonshine purchased from stalls in northern Bangkok, raising the death toll to 8, with 6 others still hospitalized. The 8th victim was pronounced dead around 6:30 p.m. on Monday at a hospital in Saphan Sung district. 44 people fell ill after consuming the deadly moonshine allegedly made from methanol supplied by 2 brothers, aged 44 and 46. A 49-year-old woman reportedly bought what she thought was alcohol from the 2 men and used it to make liquor using her late father's formula. She then supplied it to several stalls in northern Bangkok selling idong. Public hospitals began admitting victims of the lethal liquor on August 22, and since then, the death toll has steadily risen. Health officials have shut down stalls selling the toxic booze in the districts of Klong Samwa, Lat Krabang, Minburi, Nong Chok, and Praet in Bangkok. 6 victims remained in hospitals on Tuesday, 5 of whom were on respirators. 30 others have been discharged from hospitals. The victims exhibited symptoms including fatigue, breathing difficulties, visual impairment, dizziness, nausea, and vomiting. Many required kidney dialysis. Flood and landslide alerts in Phuket. Phuket, Old Phuket Town is among 49 locations deemed vulnerable to flash floods or landslides, the Mineral Resources Department announced on Tuesday as the tourist island prepared for more bad weather. The department identified 49 risk villages, including the Old Quarter and the Chartered Bank Community, both popular sites in Muang district. The agency used a mathematical model and geographic data to pinpoint the villages and communities at greatest risk of flooding or landslides. On August 23, heavy rain resulted in landslides that killed 13 people, injured 19 others, and damaged more than 50 houses. Officials blamed the deforestation on Nak Kote Hilltop to make way for a giant statue known as the Big Buddha. With more heavy rain and rough seas forecast through Saturday, Phuket Governor Saphan Sawanarat has ordered all agencies to prepare for possible flash floods, runoff, and landslides. Swiss man acquitted in Phuket court. Phuket, Quang Court on Tuesday acquitted a Swiss man charged with kicking a woman doctor sitting on steps leading down to the beach outside his villa in February. The court gave the benefit of the doubt to Urs Fair, 45, according to a reliable source. No further details of the ruling were available. Mr. Fair was accused of kicking Dr. Thandao Chundum, 26, in the back while she and a friend were watching the full moon sitting on steps at Yama Beach, next to his rented seaside villa in the Lang district on February 24. Shortly after the incident, the Swiss man and his Thai wife apologized. The couple said they thought the doctor was trespassing on their property, and as they approached her, Mr. Fair slipped on the steps and accidentally struck her. It was later discovered that the steps to the beach were not part of the rented villa and were, in fact, built illegally. The steps were subsequently demolished. The incident caused an uproar, spreading across social and mainstream media. Local residents rallied and demanded Mr. Fair's expulsion, and immigration police revoked his visa, considering him a threat to society. Mr. Fair appealed against the revocation. He was also fined for a road rage incident involving an ambulance driver, and his Elephant Foundation's license was investigated. Authorities also revoked licenses for a pistol and a rifle registered to Mr. Fair and his Elephant Foundation. On Tuesday, Quang Court found him not guilty of the incident that sparked the furor. Dr. Thandao's father, Kasim Chundum, confirmed that the court found in the defendant's favor. He said his daughter was upset by the ruling, and her lawyers would request a full copy of the court's judgment in the next few days.